guys, STTM here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Detroit Pistons. Now, they're actually not that bad. So yeah, guys, but before we get into this video, make sure you like, subscribe, put on notifications, and comment on the video, as it lets me know what you think, gets me more recommended, and if you put on notifications, you will literally be alerted / updated on the latest STTM videos that you do not want to miss, and I'll also just appreciate it. So yeah, now enough with the Japanese, and let's get straight into the video. Goodbye! All right, so starting lineup, these four specifically, Cade Cunningham, Jaden, Ivey, Tobias Harris, and Jalen Duren have been like the guys. But it's actually kind of a weird scenario at the starting small forward position. So that's why I have these two tabs open. Let's look at it. Tim Hardaway Jr. is the current starter, and Asar Thompson was the starter for one point in the season. But we don't necessarily know who the actual starter is. Now let's look at each stat. Start off with Asar Thompson, because, youngest goes first. So he only has 5 points, which actually, for a bench player, that's not bad. As long as you're getting 5 on the bench, that's good. His shooting percentage, we could definitely do better on, but he has 3 assists and 2 rebounds. Now, when it comes to rebounds and assists, Asar has more than Tim Hardaway Jr., but Tim Hardaway Jr. is a veteran. He could probably mentor him a little bit, as he does have a better shooting percentage, which still isn't great, because you need at least 40 for me to consider it good. You need at least 40 to maybe even make it likable for me. But he has actually more points too. So right now, it kind of is looking like Tim Hardaway Jr. is the starter, but I feel like Asar could get that starting job back with a little more mentoring towards him. So yeah. Now for Jalen Duren and Tobias Harris, I actually kind of want to see how they're doing. Duren is not much of a scorer, but he's been amazing on defense actually, and he's shooting really well too. But now he only has 8.7 points per game, which for a starter, that's not amazing, but it's not bad. It's not bad. And he is shooting well. His defense, though, has been amazing, especially his interior defense in the paint. His defense in the paint has been incredible. Tobias Harris, he's actually performing pretty decent. So we got something good out of them. Jaden Ivey, how's he doing? He's actually doing amazing this year. And lastly, let's go check the last starter, Cade Cunningham. Oh, he's doing amazing. Yeah, he's doing great. Maybe even, honestly, I think he low-key should be averaging a double-double. Now, it only says he's averaging 9.1, but I feel like he's averaging a double-double secretly. I feel like he low-key kind of is. Now, let's look at the bench. Malik Beasley, he's been a good bench piece so far. He's actually been a great one. He's scoring more than a couple of the starters, but he's not really a forward, so that's why he's not starting. Isaiah Stewart, he's actually doing pretty solid on the bench. I have not heard the name Simone. I've barely ever heard the name Simone Fontecchio. I do know who he is. He's from L'Aquila, Italy, but he's actually doing pretty good. He's actually doing solid. Marcus Sasser, last time I saw his stats, he actually wasn't doing great. Oh, never mind. He's actually improving it. I don't think it's a sophomore slump. I think he actually still doing decent. Not a sophomore slump indeed. Not a sophomore slump. Paul Reed, he doesn't look like he has a lot of playing time, so let's just see. He's actually, not bad. It's solid. To be fair, I don't really like his build as a center, power forward. I can go with it, but I feel like 6'9" is way too undersized. But Paul Reed, he plays well. He plays well with a good amount of playing time. He plays well. How does Ron Holland do? I've not really heard many great things about most of these rookies. Actually, not bad. Last time I checked, he only had 2 points a game, but seems we're making improvements with Ron Holland. So overall, the roster, it's actually pretty solid. There's a good big three. There's a good young big three of Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, and Jalen Duren. Tobias Harris is a nice addition in the offseason. Tim Hardaway Jr. has been playing well. Asar Thompson, despite losing his starting job, is also playing decent. Malik Beasley, Simone Fontecchio, Isaiah Stewart, Paul Reed, and Ron Holland, and Marcus Sasser. They're doing good on the bench. Now, there's not really much I want to go over. Well, I don't really expect Bobby Clintman to have anything. Yeah, he's never played this season. He hasn't played, so that's fair. Dennis Jenkins probably won't have anything. Wendell Moore, let's see if he has anything. Hold on, that's not bad. actually a little bit of an improvement step. Okay, Wendell Moore. Dennis Jenkins, I think in that case will have. Yeah, Dennis Jenkins has no stats. But wow, Wendell Moore, guys, he actually is kind of stepping up because now 4 points is under 4.7, but if you saw those other 2 seasons, he had 0.7 and 1.7. Now we bumped it up to 4.7. So that's actually fairly impressive. So, guys, overall, seeing the roster, Pistons are not that bad. It actually looks solid from what we saw with each player's stats. There's not too many bad injuries. There's not really anything bad in the injury world, aside from like Asar Thompson day-to-day, which he's actually a good bench piece. But aside from that, there's really nothing too major in the injury standpoint for them. So they probably could still be a solid team. They probably could even be a play-in team this season. They've actually looked to step up. Now 9-15, it's not a good record, but if you guys do remember last season, that insane losing streak, now they don't really have that anymore because they're actually starting off at least a little better. They're making progress. So I think it's safe to say the Pistons are not bad. STTM is now out. See y'all next time. Road to 500 subs!